Hey guys, I'm the Strongman Historian, and today we are gonna talk about everything that happened in the sport of strongman in the month of March. I know I'm 2 weeks too late, but I promise that I will keep making these, so here we go. So what did I think about the Arnolds? Honestly, the men's side wasn't even that exciting. I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. Martins was supposed to be duking it out with the big guys, and he underperformed. He just wasn't there. Same with Oskar Zielkowski. He underperformed. Like, he's really good, but he failed to show it. Even though obviously it was a great lineup, so he wasn't supposed to do well. But even though he finished like 9th, 10th in some events, you can still perform and finish 9th. And in my opinion, he didn't. Then obviously the injuries. Maxim was out after the first event. Tom Evans had to pull out. Evan had to pull out. Basically, we lost half the field. To not be a doomer, I have to compliment the guys that did well. Obviously, Hatton and his deadlift, like the 1,000 pounds he pulled, that was just so incredibly easy. Honestly, it looked like an opener. He's already the best deadlifter in the world, so there was no pushing him on that day. Even though Haftor's pressing was still down, he managed a 4th place finish. And yeah, we've seen him do 180 kilo axle for a rep, which is better than some of the other guys. So if he can improve his pressing this year, he will be in contention for the biggest titles. It's scary. Mitchell Hooper, this guy is scary. Honestly, where are the weaknesses? There is nothing. He just, okay, this might be a weaker event for him, and then he just wins it like nothing. This guy, I have nothing to add. He's just incredible. Mateusz, he finished 2nd, and we've seen some improvement. His deadlift looked much better compared to last year when he couldn't even train legs. But still, 2nd place for Mateusz, that's a classic. The competition that was really exciting though was the women's side. Victoria Long was an obvious favorite coming into the competition, but she tore her hamstring on the first event. And that threw all kinds of spanners into the works. Basically, nobody had an idea who is gonna win. Why is that? Well, because the points were so close throughout the whole competition, it was actually super exciting. Angelica Jardine, basically she's very new to the sport and nobody really knew her, but she won the competition, and deservedly so. You could see she doesn't understand how strong she is. Her 3rd attempt on the deadlift was easy. She has so much potential. The girls she went up against, obviously Lucy Underdown was there, I think she was leading throughout the competition, but in the end Angelica won it. Then we had also Olga Liaszczuk, and Hannah Lindsay was a bit back, but overall the competition was great. And I don't know, girls competitions are just more exciting nowadays somehow. I don't know why. One thing that was a bit questionable about the Arnolds was that during the stream they had commentators on the side, picture in picture. The lifts weren't full screen, and they were interviewing people during it, it wasn't the best, honestly. A lot of people hated it, me included, but this this meme came out of it and it was worth it. So yeah, shout out to World's Strongest Meme. Let's talk about the amateur Arnold, and Nick Guardian won it, but it was really weird. I think he was 3rd coming into the last event, and he did a 200 kilo sandbag, and the guys that were above him had to they didn't have to match him, right? They could only do a lighter sandbag to secure the win. But I think what happened is that they were very close, so they tried to beat each other, and then they ended up failing the bags and he won. I guess that's the definition of work smarter, not harder. They outsmarted themselves and Nick Guardian won, so it's super weird, but hey, props to Nick Guardian. Let's talk about the Arnold UK, which was 2 weeks after the Ohio show, and just like Angelica Jardine at the Ohio show in the women's class, Lukasz Hatton was basically the same in the men's class. Like, people knew him that, oh, he's good, obviously he was America's strongest man already, but we didn't really know how good, and the answer is really freaking good. He came 3rd, just behind Thor and Hooper, and yeah, like, especially like when we saw the log press, he did 3 reps at 195 kilo log, and we just knew that, okay, this guy is for real, and for real he was. He came 3rd. Obviously we know that America is always full of new talented guys, but like, this was like Mike Jenkins. It was, okay, Lukasz came and then suddenly, okay, this guy is one of the best in the world, which is great to see. Obviously, talking about Americans, we have to talk about Bobby, who came 4th, and still sticking to North America, we are gonna talk about Maxime, who, as I said, at the Ohio show, he withdrew after the deadlift because he tore his lat, and he came here with the lat, and man, he was a man possessed. Like, he had the arm in like a sling, and he was like throwing with one arm in the toss for height. Like, this man was screaming. It was great to see. Like, what a fighter, man. Great performance from Maxime. Like, actual redemption from the Ohio show. And just like the Ohio show, the women's side was super exciting. At the end, we had 4 points separating 6 girls, and the first place was a tie between Angelica Jardine and Lucy Underdown, and Lucy did it. I don't know why it's so exciting, the women's side. I think it might be because like there's nobody like Hooper or Tom that is just clearly above, right? So it's just like a dogfight throughout, and I'm all for it. It's great. Still sticking with the women's side, I have to talk about Victoria Long, because as I said, after she tore her hamstring at the Arnold's, she stated that she will retire, that it's just not worth for her, and that's such a shame because, as I said, there is no Hooper in the women's side, but like, Victoria was the Hooper. She was just super dominant, and it just sucks. Hopefully, now that Rogue came out that they want to have the women at the Rogue as well, she will come back because they said that they will have the same prize money as men. So hopefully she comes back, because we just want to see the strongest people compete, and Victoria is surely one of them. We had Oleksiy winning the World Old School Strongman Federation show in Ukraine. It's basically strongman powerlifting. You have 3 lifts. You have max log lift, max deadlift, and max zercher, and highest total wins. And Oleksiy, being the competitor he is, he won. I don't know, I love that Oleksiy just does random one-off shows, and he loves competing. I love that. Unfortunately, his body may not love that, but he's a warrior. As one giant Greek once said, you have to live it, and Oleksiy is living it. And staying in Ukraine, we have Pavel Nekonechny training for a comeback. After his car crash, it looked pretty bad. Like, he had this nasty scar on his stomach, but he is training, so hopefully we will see him compete in Strongman in the near future. One thing I'm super excited about is Lukasz Kieliszkowski. He's obviously Mateusz's younger brother, and he's pushing some serious weight. I believe he's going to compete for the first time in Strongman in May, I believe. But like, you can tell, like, the genes are strong with this one. I don't know, I'm super excited about this because we know how much potential he has. The same thing with me was, I was super excited with Harry Stoltman. I loved watching him train. Same with Mantas Lalas. But like, this is the hot new thing, and Everyone should be excited. Let's talk records. Aurelien Le Jeune deadlifted 422.5 kilograms for a new French national record, and Ali Hussain from Bahrain deadlifted 430 kilos for a new Bahraini and junior world record. Please consider subscribing. If this video didn't convince you, please check out some of these that I will put on screen. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you.